Hi everyone, Grey Power 60 here. I was watching, oh my gosh, what's her name? I think her name is Anne. Positively Papercraft. I believe her name is Anne Melvin. It shows you how to make your own die storage pockets. So I just tried it. Now, I don't know about you guys, but these are my dies, and I bought some have magnets. I got dies all over the place, little teeny pieces that I might be losing. You know, when you get them from AliExpress, sometimes they're all over the place. Anyway, I don't have, what I was storing them in was a little folder, but it's a mess, and I really don't, I can't afford to buy those big storage, storage things for die cuts and so on. Sorry about the noise outside. It's hot out here today. So anyway, so she was showing how you use your laminator. And I have these pouches, and I have the large, these are Scotch brand, but it's the ones I bought at Walmart. And my laminator is just over here. I don't know if I can do this, but we'll try and show you. And I've got my laminator sitting on this little table right here. It's the first time I've ever used it. So I was a little nervous about it. But this is what you get. You get. I went to the dollar store and I bought a bunch of these adhesive magnets. Just they're $1.25 here in Canada. They're just magnetic sheets. I just wanted them so that I could cut them down into different sizes if I needed to. So that's what I did with these. Now these, I kept the picture in the background that shows sort of how to do all the layering and so on with this one. And then I just used my 1-inch punch to put, it wouldn't go through both, it's too thick, to put this little finger thing in here, so it'll just be easier to, you know, open and pull it out. And then I just cut the magnet to size. And the same with this one. So now I can, you know, I can store these in a nice, you know, maybe in a nice acrylic bin, a small bin, and then I can just go through them instead of, you know, this mess here. So let me show you what she showed me. Now, when I first, fortunately, I'd bought these pouches, and I didn't realize that I'd be using them this way. But it just turned out really cool. Now you're not going to have trouble seeing them because they are clear. So let's just move these out of the way, and then I can show you what she did. So with these pouches, and I'll worry about the size of the magnets and everything later. First things first. Now she took the little pouches and took them apart so that this is the shiny side. We put the two shiny sides together, okay? And the one sheet of the larger laminating paper will fit two, which is great. Now let me open this one. I just thought this was fantastic. It really saves, I mean, it's sitting there. My laminator's been sitting there. I haven't used it yet. Really didn't know what I was going to use it for, and this is just a brilliant idea. And if you want, I'm going to leave a link to her video below so you can see how she did it, because she probably did a better job. But I saw it, and as soon as I saw it, I ran out and bought some magnets. And then I took out the instructions for my laminator because I didn't know how to use it. I didn't know how it worked. So what I'm doing is I'm sticking the first 2 sheets, or the little, you really want to make sure they're lined up. They tend to slide, little monkeys. So you really need to kind of hold on to them and stick them down into there. And 2 will fit on this sheet, which is great. Okay, so hopefully I'll get them straight. Maybe with more practice they'll get straighter, as long as I have a border around them. Now this is the hard part, is this one here. Shiny sides together. Shiny sides together. And I know it's really hard to see. I wonder if I put this underneath, you can see a little bit better. Here you go. Might be able to see a little bit better. And then I need to put the other ones, and I need to make sure, see, when I did it the first time, in between these 2, they were way too close together, and you just need a small border. So we're going to do our best here. And of course I had dirt on my table. I had dirt everywhere, so those little bubbles, I don't know if you can see them, but anyway, it works, it works, it works. So I just lay this flat. Now I'm going to put it through the laminator, and it takes just a few minutes. While it's going through the laminator, I was so happy to do that. I really need to have, let's see if this is darker. I'm trying to find paper that I have that's dark enough that you can see behind it a little bit better. I don't know, we'll try this. All right, it's almost done coming out of the laminator. There we are. And there you have the 2 of them. They said if it was milky or anything was really off. Now see, I've got some more dirt on there to put it through a second time, and sometimes it will take those bubbles out. But I just love this idea, so that I don't have to, I've already got the supplies. Why not use what you have, right? So I'll be able to put those in there, and I could label them. I could do whatever. I can put little, you know, in between them, I could put little dividers. But I was just so excited about this, I had to show you. So now all I have to do is just cut around it. So let me do that, and I will be right back. I decided I better show you rather than, because I can't see very good, I miss my natural light. I think I'm going to be putting my table back under the window. Let's see here. So the first thing I want to do is cut in between, and I think I'm going to, see, they were a little bit crooked, but as long as I put the dark paper underneath so I can see. See if, because they're, you know, they're not straight. I'm not very straight at cutting, but I want to make sure that I leave enough room between. Hopefully I won't cut it off. Hopefully it'll work. Oops. Okay, there's a border there. Good, and there's a border there. And, you know, if you want to cut the excess off, you can use scissors. I'm using this because I just find this just helps me to see where I want, you know, the bottom, just to get rid of that. So that gives me a little bit of a border there. I'm new at this, guys. I am totally new at this. Now these two seem to be the same width. Oh no, they're not the same width, so I could do some trimming there. And I think I'll use my scissors to trim that. But let me show you the whole idea here. So this is the top. Get the colored paper out again. So this is the top, and I want to cut so that we can open the pouch. I want to cut off that top part. And there we have it. There we have it. The cat's behind me. I thought it was Mom. So there we have it. Now we have an opening, and we've got all of that. I think I'm just going to use my scissors here because I can't see with all that clearness. So I just cut the edges off to make a nice trim. Now I haven't cut off any of the magnetic sheets yet because I didn't know how wide it was or how big it was. So let's have a look and see. Okay, so that's wide enough, but it's too long. So I won't be able to put, these are odds and ends of die cuts that I had. So what I can do is take off a couple of those. And like I say, you know, when you buy things from AliExpress and you only get one little thing or whatever, sometimes it's best to kind of put them all in a little bunch. So I'm just going to cut it with my scissors. I don't care if it's straight or not. I just want to get this to fit. You never know, can use that magnet for something else. And see how hard it is to open now. Maybe it'll be easier later with you know, with the magnets in there, but I'm going to use my little 1-inch punch just to give myself a little, you know, finger thing. What do you call those? Little indents, so that you can, you know, so that you can put your fingers in there and go through here. Isn't this great? I just love this idea. Now I have some sort of organization and protection. They were getting dirty, and you know, I was just getting so disgusted with how, you know, my die cuts were all over, and I wasn't using them to their full advantage, which I should have. So here's another one. As you can, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little, quite a large gap there. So by lining up the bottom, by lining up the sealed bottom with the dark paper here that I have kind of sitting at maybe 1/8 of an inch. Oh no, well, maybe about 1/8 of an inch from the cutting line. And if I line up the bottom with that, maybe a little bit more, we'll make 2/8. Everybody's cutters are different. I just want to make sure that I have a bit of a border without having a gigantic border. So as you can see here, I've just got a tiny, I don't even know if you can see, just a tiny ridge there. So it's kind of about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Now to cut the top. And again, I'll use the dark paper so you can see better. I don't know if you can see it all, but at least it shows me where the top is so that I can just put it on the cutting line and cut through that. Make sure that I've cut all the way through, and I have. Take out my little 1-inch punch. You know, as soon as I punch this through, I tried to put it through too, and I just don't have the strength to do that. And I really don't care if it's centered or not, just as long as I have a little bit of a, you know, a finger hold in there, so that there's a little bit of a, you know, an ability to get our stuff out. This is another one that's just kind of odd pieces. And I'm just wondering, now comes the, you know, after I make all the pouches, then we'll, you know, kind of put together some of these die cuts. And I don't want to throw away some of these already. I don't even know where I got these. I might have cut them myself a long time ago. I don't know. But there we go. Another one done, you know. This is a really great idea. I love this. And if you find that this, I find this is a little sharp, you can always use a little washi tape or something to put there just to decorate it. Sorry about the noise outside. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little tip that I've discovered. Thank you, Anne, so much. I will link her channel below so that you can see how easy it is. Oh, they're cutting grass outside. I'll let you go. Thank you so much. Bye for now.